The Amazing Digital Circus has inspired musicians to write songs like nothing I have seen since Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, there is just an insane amount of fan music already. I was the first victim of it. I watched the Digital Circus and released a song the next day. It just hit me so hard. I think there's so many fun characters to grab onto, such an interesting world, and such a different concept than a lot of the stuff we've been into the last few years. And it's really, really popular, and you have a chance to make a really big song if you get it right. That's also a good reason. Today we're going to take a listen to 3 Amazing Digital Circus fan songs, and if you guys enjoy this, we will do many, many more, because there are just so many to watch. But first, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one posted every week. Up first, we have Rockit Music with Digital Circus. Straightforward name, good choice. Ooh! Rockit's beats always hit so hard. I love that distorted bass playing that line at the bottom. That's so much fun. This is G minor. We got some harmonic minor stuff going on here. This is fun. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Bug-eyed creeped out 1 to 100. A centipede of feelings came upon them, but they loved it. The omnipresence obviously watching over all of them. They failed the last semester, joking every other sentence. How do we get out? Thinking exit is down here. Never find it now. Guess we're sticking around here.
That movement on that line. This is a really cool track. I love the flow going on here. We have this slight swing to the beat. And by swing, I mean there's kind of this like laid back, lazy kind of feel to the rhythm. It's the difference between like a straight beat would be... You can hear how even that is. And then swing is... just that nice groove. That's what's going on here, and I love it.
Me to the point, there's something missing. What's the point of looking for a way to leave with just the toys they wanna keep? Glitched out, no doubt. Welcome,
CG5.
welcome to the glitch out, no doubt. Welcome to this.
His voice is so smooth, and the contrast between their vocal tones is so much fun. That's really the best thing in a collab when I hear 2 artists on the same track. When they bring something completely different vocally to it, it feels super good.
Glitch out, no doubt. Welcome to the circus. Here's what makes me nervous. I just can't believe what they have done to me. Yeah, welcome to the circus. Here's what makes me nervous. I just can't believe what they have done to me. Yeah.
That repetition on yeah. I love just repetition of tiny little motifs like that. That feels super good. I want to analyze this chorus, see what's going on here. There's some really nice melodic motion, chord progression stuff. Super simple chord progression. We're in G minor. So we have G minor, E flat, D. That's all that's going on here, and everything we're doing fits within that. And even though it's a simple chord progression, we have these really interesting melodies that lock right into those chords in the best way. This is such a good tension note right here, this E flat. It's what's called a flat 9. If we were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Such a tense sound. And it wants to resolve right back. I love it. Something else really interesting to note here is pretty complex drum part. A lot of kicks going on, a lot of percussion, and then the bass could not be simpler. Just like quarter notes, boom, boom, boom. And it's the contrast between those that makes this fit together really nicely. If the bass part and the drums were both super complex, or if they were both super simple, this might not feel as good.
Artificial intelligence will make us go insane, stuck with our replacements in the middle.
Love those dropped pitches.
Keep us in the seats now just for entertainment. Can't even think of my name, it's on the tip of my brain.
Did you hear how there was nothing but drums in the first bit of that verse? Something I talk a lot about is removing elements as a way to build tension. Sometimes having like nothing going on except maybe one guitar or just the drums for a few measures can really build up tension in a nice way that then pays off nicely when everything else comes in. And you can hear that here. You can hear this like kind of relief as the rest of the track comes in.
Keep us in the seats now just for entertainment. Can't even think of my name, it's on the tip of my brain.
The strings come back in.
Association just a part of the game. Are we playing you or are you playing us? Disappear indoors, another thing I don't trust. Glitched out, no doubt.
I love this pre-chorus.
Welcome to the glitch out, no doubt. Welcome to the circus.
Pomni holding the little Pomni plushie. That little dropout before the chorus comes back around and the drums, feel that. It's these little elements that drive the song forward. That was awesome. Next up, we got Fabvl with Glitch. I was mispronouncing this guy's name as Fabvl for like a year and a half. I'm so sorry.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Intense. That's a super distorted synth taking that lead. That's super cool. As just this nice contrast to that low bass.
I've been looking for an exit, and nobody else around me seems to care. Everybody that I'm left with trying to tell me that it isn't even there. I've been looking for myself this time.
I love Fabvl's vocal tones so much. Like, I definitely consider him on like the hip-hop side of nerdcore for sure, but he's got such a strong metal voice. There's also this very specific vibrato that only a few vocalists have. The places I've heard it, like I first heard it with Post Malone, whose voice I absolutely love, and then Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens, and Fabvl has it too. It's this very specific, like gritty vibrato. I can't even describe it. It sounds like their voice is literally glitching in like the best way, and I love it.
I'll be fine, screaming to the void while I lose my mind. Don't reset me, let me drown somewhere that I'll save me, pull me out.
There's our hook.
I don't wanna see myself stuck in this loop again and again and again and again and again.
Oh yeah. I love this chord progression going on here is building up tension. It feels like we're heading into the chorus now. The song's in A minor, so we've got we're building up, just walking up the scale, and we're heading back in.
Stuck in this loop again and again and again and again and again. You don't even need to breathe. You're stuck with a brand new family tree.
That's like, what is that? Katy Perry, Dark Horse? Make me your Aphrodite. I don't know if that was like an intentional reference there, but that's what I'm getting, and I love it.
You don't even need to breathe. You're stuck with a brand new family tree. Day after day, you'll be begging me to live in this heavenly, endless themed masterpiece.
That's such a cool, like, very musical section. This is super cool. We have this descending line. You know, I love descending chord progressions. That kind of movement. We just start on this A minor, and the A just kind of walks down a little bit. We really only get the first two notes of that, but it's enough to imply that cool, like, augmented harmony. It's super, super cool.
Drifting away with the wind among the leaves. You up for the grand view, waiting you'll see. No more mourning, no more grief in this heavenly, endless themed masterpiece.
Such a good song. Also, these edits are incredible.
I've been running from disaster. I don't know how much of this that I can take.
Feel my heart
Those
beginning
background
faster.
ad-libs are great.
How much longer can I bend until I break? Yeah, Shannon.
I love a good insane laugh in the middle of a song.
Ordinary play. Frontal of our brain.
I love the intensity here. Whoa! What?
Don't wanna see myself.
Where'd the guitars come from? That was wild.
You're stuck with
So that was playing that same chord progression from before. Just walking up, but with metal guitars. That's good. No complaints here.
a brand new family tree. Day after day,
Everything drops out but the vocals here.
in this heavenly, endless themed masterpiece. Drifting away like the wind among the leaves. You up for the grand view, waiting you'll see.
I love that heavy low synth there.
In this heavenly, endless themed masterpiece.
Yeah, great song. That was so sick. Last up, we got Cam Steady with Love-Hate Relationship. This is a Jax song specifically. This is one that I've heard like 2 seconds of several times, and I'm dying to listen to it because I love the style that this beat is produced in. And I was just trying to have patience to wait till I could react to it on camera. And finally, I was able to like sit down and do this. So here we are, Love-Hate Relationship by Cam Steady.
Let me start this nice and easy. I don't like you.
Beat is insane. This like halftime super heavy funk groove. Those 808 cowbells in the background, they're just so tight and quick, and everything sounds huge. This is great. Also, Cam's tone here is just nailing like the feel of Jax for me. This is very good.
Hey, damn it, I'll say it. I got a love-hate relationship with love, cause I hate it. You know I stay heartbreaking, honesty's underrated. You made my life into a game. I won't be blamed how I play it, and now I'm jaded in this abstract world. It's a comedy. Time to scrap the silly script that they job for me. I'm just laughing ironically when it comes to giving up. I'm a prodigy. I let go, holding on to me. Look, my Karen has gotten me.
Okay, I want to talk about the flow there. I want to talk about the rhythm and the way he's breaking up these phrases. This is something that's really important to me in rap. If you watch my breakdown of No Exit and how I wrote the lyrics to that, you know I'm thinking in terms of meter just all the time. You can feel where the stresses are, you can feel where each phrase ends and the next begins, and you want to see symmetry across those phrases, but you also want to break it up at certain points. You want to find this really specific balance between good repetition of your rhythms and also changing it up enough to keep it interesting, and he nails it in the second half of this verse here. I love it.
Track world, it's a comedy. Time to scrap the silly script that they job for me. I'm just laughing ironically when it comes to giving up. I'm a prodigy.
First up, we got the super fast flip of comedy. It's not straight comedy. He changes the rhythm there. That feels great. And that just kind of sets off this whole next section. If we were to think of that in terms of syllables, we have 5 syllables. It's a comedy, right?
I'm just laughing ironically.
I'm just laughing ironically. Now we're up to 7 syllables there.
When it comes to giving up, I'm a prodigy.
Like he just keeps switching it up with longer phrases, shorter phrases, longer phrases, and they end in different places, but they all rhyme the same way. We end up with this really cool combination of very consistent rhyme with cool switched up inconsistent phrase length, and I love it.
I let go, holding on to me. Look, my Karen has gotten me. I got lost till I found myself surrounded by clowns.
These visuals are amazing too.
Got no way out. And then about purpose and searching this world for reasons to doubt. There's some meaning in this mouth. That's what it's all really about. And I got big smoke. I hit those who fake warm greetings, never misspoke. Or tiptoe around your feelings.
Yet again, switching up the rhythm, taking it slower a little bit. He's going for this really nihilistic viewpoint from Jax. And this is the hard part of writing Digital Circus songs at this point. We have 1 episode to go on. We have a half hour of material. And if you're writing about a specific character, especially one who isn't Kane or Pomni, you have, I don't know, 12 lines to work with of dialogue. Like, Jax did not get a ton of time in the first episode, script-wise, but Cam really distilled his whole vibe down to something you could make a 3-minute song out of, and that's amazing.
Shit shows a sick joke. So no more fleeing. I'ma risk it all and make the call how I'm seeing. I mean it. Damn it, I'll say it. I got a love-hate relationship with love, cause I hate it. You know I stay heartbreaking.
It's a great hook.
Underrated. You made my life into a game. I won't be blamed how I play it.
these long breaks in the vocal here.
Never called a bitch until a bitch was a bitch to me. And now this is what I'm on. What's a bond but a con? Just to take what you want. This a hater's renaissance. Now a fate doesn't haunt you.
Listen to how long he's taken this flow. This is, again, coming back to the idea of changing things up. In this case, what he's changing up is the concept of not changing up that phrase length. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. The longer he keeps that tension going, the harder it hits. And he's going to ride that right up until the point where it becomes too much and then switch it up. It's perfect, perfect timing.
I know me best. This is how I cope. I mean this. I'm the meanest. If you want to know my deepest, all the secrets, I'ma let it show. I leave this. Plain as business when it's my time to do.
We have that internal rhyme across that whole section, that long E sound in the middle of the line. Your rhymes don't have to be at the end of your lines. You can rhyme the first word of a line. You can rhyme the middle word of a line. There's so many options as far as how you want to make consonants happen across lines.
Read this open book with awful reviews. Everybody tell me I'm an asshole because I tell them the truth. If you want to go pick and choose these battles, everybody will lose. And I'll be smiling.
What's that growly synth in the background?
Every day I lie awake, slaving in this cyberspace, fighting that I die, knowing it's the only way that I escape. I've seen of all time and space, running in a mindless race. I'll live this life and thrive on hate, and y'all can rot his lying face like.
Back to the hook. So good. I feel like anything you do over that beat would be amazing, but like Cam absolutely nailed it here. Perfect delivery on this. The rhythm, the flow, the voice, tone, everything was spot on, and I love this. Definitely go watch the original videos on Rockit and Fabvl and Cam Steady's channels. They're all incredible musicians. Definitely go support them. Which Digital Circus fan songs should I listen to next? Leave them in the comments down below and we'll take a listen. Also, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one posted every week. And as always, this video is brought to you by Quick Start Music. It's my collection of online music production courses built to help you learn to make music the way you want to. If you use the code LSE at checkout, you'll get 50% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.